Hi guys, my name is Dave and welcome to my channel. This is a one-year review of M1 Finance. I'm the first person ever to do personal finance videos on YouTube, so I'm proud to be breaking new ground for everyone out there. Quick history lesson. When I first learned about stock trading, it was by my dad, who is now in his 80s, and he pulled out stock certificates, actual stock certificates of General Electric, I think it was, and he said, here is how you trade stocks. And then if he ever wanted to sell those stock certificates, he would fill them out, mail them in, and receive a check maybe 2 weeks later. Boy, have things changed. Flash forward to today, and you have all these great options, whether you're like Fidelity or E-Trade or Robinhood or M1. You have so many great options. And for me, M1 provides this neat opportunity to try things a little bit different, where it teaches you a great deal about how to invest just by how the platform's been designed. And I think for many investors that's key, because so often we get pulled away, we get pushed in all these different directions. We see people saying and claiming they're making 1,000% on this, 200% on that, and in today's market where GameStop can go up 300% in a week, we need to be diligent about how we invest our hard-earned dollars. Signing up for M1 is really easy. No one should be intimidated by it. It asks you a few simple questions, and you are going to have a brokerage account open in no time. Funding is also simple to link a bank account. I think most people have probably done this with other accounts by now, so I'm not going to go into that too much. But yeah, getting it onto the platform, no problem at all. As you finish setting up your account, you'll be introduced to their concept of pies. Pies, pies, pies. Everything with M1 has to do with a pie. And I think that's a great concept because it teaches you to kind of be balanced in your portfolio. And that's how a lot of it comes across and illustrates to you as you look at your homepage. If you look at mine, I've got it broken down into several different slices. Within each one of these slices, you're going to have a basket of stocks and ETFs. So that is shown in my main pie here. You can also see on this home screen that it shows my current account value, my gain over the last, I guess since inception probably here. And well, let's see, that's all, yeah, since inception. And my return. It also shows the market gain and then the earned dividends that I've had. So hasn't been an outstanding year, honestly. When I started trading with M1, it was at the beginning of January of last year, perfect time. I put a bunch of money in. And then of course March hit and everything else. So I've done okay. Not going to complain, but it could be better. Always room for improvement. But back to the idea of pies. Again, I think M1 really does a great job of focusing on investing in the stock market and not trading the stock market. So people, I think, will be most successful using this platform if they set up either auto invest, or if you are diligent and monthly you contribute when it's time for you to contribute, however you would want to set it up, but not necessarily jumping in and out of stocks. I don't think that's a good way to manage your money within M1. If you look at the top here, you've got some different ways to look and find your pie. If you go to research, you'll see my pies and expert pies at the top. If you look at the expert pies, they'll give you some examples, and you can start with those. If you want to build your own pie out of these, you can. I've always gone with my own personal pie and the stocks that I like to trade on. From this screen, it also gives you a breakdown of all the different pie slices that you've got. If I click into one of these, like the tech slice that I've got, you'll see my holdings there and my weight that I'm targeting. So in here, I've got Amazon, AMD, Google, and the rest of these here. And here's my target value. And that's what it's going to target as you contribute money. It's going to try to build those up to that percentage whenever you have to buy a piece of that slice of pie. To add slices, or I guess to add new stocks to your pie, you would simply click edit, and it's going to take you right in and start showing you what your weight is here. And if you click add at the top, you can simply click add. It's going to show you all the different stocks that you can trade on M1 and ETFs. And simply, if you wanted to add one, let's say for example I wanted to add a JP Morgan, When I click that one, it's going to allow me to add at the bottom. I click add, and it will add it to that pie slice, that is. So just for fun, let's go ahead and try that. Let's click add. We're going to put it in now to our tech holdings here at 0%. And you simply would click it and remove it because I don't want to have JP Morgan on my tech slice. And that's really pretty much it. I don't want to overcomplicate it. The pies are very simple. You're trying to build a balanced portfolio. You can have as many slices as you want, and inside those slices, you can have as many stocks as you want, however you would like to organize them. So let's jump out of here and go back to our main page. So I have 5 big positives why I really like M1. The first one is no fees. They don't charge you anything. The platform is essentially free. No trading commissions. There's no account maintenance fees. No charges for deposits and withdrawals. Just some unique fees that I don't think anyone will typically encounter. Number 2 is that the design of the platform teaches good investment habits. Just set up auto invest and boom, you can dollar cost average into your favorite stocks. Stay the course. Don't jump in and out of the stock market. This is an investment platform, not a trading platform. The idea of the pies just teaches you about diversification across industries. The way you can set those up and have different baskets of stocks, I think that's great. Also has a great rebalancing function right here. If you're into rebalancing, you can rebalance your portfolio every so often, and that's good. You just have to consider taxes. And then obviously the value of dividend investing. Many stocks pay dividends. You can earn dividends over time, and M1 does a great job of letting you know, hey, you've received a dividend. It's this much, and I think that kind of charges you up to kind of keep investing. It gets pretty addictive. Number 3 is quite simple. It's fractional shares. This allows you to buy 0.1% of Amazon at I guess it'd probably be about $330 right now, because Amazon's trading for about $3,300 a share at the time of this recording. So if you think you're going to go out and buy 1 share of Amazon, you better have $3,300, and not a lot of people have that, but they still want to own Amazon. So with fractional shares, you can buy any amount that you would like, which is great. Number 4 is a positive in my mind, but maybe not for everyone, and that's basically that it doesn't have all the fancy bells and whistles. It's pretty streamlined and straightforward. So, for people, I'm sure you've heard of Robinhood and some of the issues that they've had where people have traded and margin accounts and things like that, and they've tried to fix that up. But for people that might not be as sophisticated of investors, M1 is great because you're just trading stocks and ETFs. It's not going to get overly complicated. So it's not going to confuse a new investor. And the final one is the M1 app. You're going to download that onto your phone, and it's going to give you easy insight into your portfolio. You can kind of update it and see what's going on. And it's got great push notifications. So I like to call it my free lunch, but when I get that dividend for $20, every so often, in the morning around 8:30 on my drive to work, I'm always thinking, hey, look, I got a free lunch. I love the M1 app on the phone. It's just a great way to kind of keep up with what you're doing. Great, it's got some articles on there if you want to read articles about what's going on in the market. And it's just a nice, streamlined app. The single biggest negative of M1 is the trading windows. You can see down here that, I'm not a member of M1 Plus, and we'll talk about that in a second, but morning trading happens after the opening bell around 9:30, usually between 9:30 and 10:30. If you make a contribution of $1,000, let's say, it'll show you, hey, here are your 10 buys, and this is how much of each one, and that happens once a day in the morning. So it's a little bit out of your control. So I see that as a negative. I'd like to see them open that up and have a few different trading windows. I don't think that would be too hard, but who am I? I'm not the programmer on the other end, so I would like to see that. If you do join M1 Plus, it gives you one more trading window at 3 p.m. So it's a lot less control. Now, I don't think you can time the market, so this isn't a big ordeal. And I think for what I'm doing with M1, I really don't care that much about it. I'm not placing a bunch of limit orders. I'm not trying to micromanage what we're doing here. But that is a drawback, and probably something they can improve upon. To touch on M1 Plus really quickly, it does have a fee associated with it. It does open up another window for you, and it has some other perks. But to me, it's really not worth it. Use this for what it's for. Robo invest. Put $100 in a month, $200, whatever you can afford. Pay yourself first, and you're going to do great with this over time. Dollar cost averaging into your best stocks, the ones that you love the most. To summarize, for me, this is a great platform. It helps me fill a need within my investment plan. I do a lot of options trading. I do a lot of trading on my other accounts. So for this one, I just wanted something that I could stick the money into and let it grow over time and have a nice little return and get those free lunches. So that's it. If you have any questions, shout down below, and we will see you next time.